Okay, it's been a while since I've been in the shop. Things have been going on around here, so that I needed to take care of. So anyway, we have the cylinder up to the point where we need to put the holes in, and I see that I wasn't careful enough, and I must have forgot my card a couple times because I got marks on the. I'm hoping that I can just buff them out. So I'll put a parallel in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stop off the end of it. So set it in like that. Actually, I'll have to set it like this, and then I'll dial in the hole. Although that hole is centered, the hole is centered upon that. So if I go like this, it should be centered. This bore here should be centered on that. Maybe I should quick check that. We can go over to the surface plate and just double check that. Or, I know, I can just check it with the calipers real quick. Duh. Find my calipers. It'll give me an idea if it's, so I want it like that, and I want to know if it's centered this way. So we'll just go like this. That's about 236. 236 and 236. So it's, I mean, it's 236. So it, and this is flush with that. Yep, I'm gonna go for it. So what we'll do is set it in here like this, and then we'll have to get a clamp. Oh, I need to go this way though too. Yeah, see, I got marks here. I could put a little chamfer across there, I guess, and get rid of those. That's why I was going to dial it in this way, but that should also be, let me check this way and in that way. Should be centered within that square. If I done it right. That is, if I done it right. Now remember, it was running out when I turned it around. $145, $135. Yeah, so it's not quite centered. I got it centered. This bore centered here. This bore is off just a tad. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I was originally going to do, and that is put that in here and dial this in, and then I'll have a stop against that, so that when I turn it over sideways, I'm in the right position. So we'll set a stop up here, load on that end. Allen wrench. Okay. So I butt it up against that, and then dial that in. And when I flip over to the side, I just want to make sure that I'm on the right location this way, so I don't run the risk of hitting the bore when I put the two screws in. So fits there. And I'll just take that end mill out. I'm not going to be using it anyway. Put that over here. And get an indicator. Indicator with the bushings on. Pick that. And I'm going to move you over to the other side because I like standing on that side. I'm going to move you over here. Alright, I'm just going to spin this around, try to kind of get it in. I'm just trying to get the ball of the indicator somewhat centered. And that way when I come down, and I can just kind of center it on the bore then. In. Out. Over. I'm going to try it right there. Alright. Move it up a little bit. I'm going to get my mirror. My mirror, we'll put a preload on it. Zero it. Put it on 0. Pretty close. Okay, 0 there. One thou. Okay. 0 that. Zero. And over here we're off. We need to go that way. There we go. 0. Right. That hole is out around a little bit by 3 thou from squeezing it. So it's 3 thou all around. That actually is not going to hurt anything as long as I can make the threads so that the gland nut, so that it threads in and seals. I'm going to call that good right there. I'm going to 0 everything out on my readout. Put a drill chuck in, 256 screw holes. So small drill chuck. And now we can turn it on its side. And we should be good to go. Put it up against. So we're on center line of that. And we need to go. And we're on the side. So we want to stay on center line, so we don't want to move our X. Our X stays where it's at. And we want to move 335 thousandths. So we're sitting like this. No, actually Y doesn't want to move. You don't want to move Y. I almost messed up there, see? But that's how our part is sitting in there right now. Actually, like that. Sitting just like that in here. And we're sitting right in the center of that. We're sitting we're sitting right here. This is our target point. So from there, we just want to move over 335 thousandths. So let's move over 1, 2, 3, 35. And that's the spot. Okay, need a small center drill. And we're off to the races. And a 256 drill is a number 50. I'm going to go with a 49. 49. It'll just give me a slightly less thread, and it'll make the tapping just slightly easier. And how deep can I go here? Let me check on the other one here. I'll take and measure that. So calipers. I don't have a dimension on there. I should have put a dimension on there what the depth was, but I didn't. So we are over from the bottom approximately that. So we only want to go an 1/8 inch deep. 125, so ain't gonna be much thread. I'm just going to touch it, and I'm going to put my Joe blocks in the quill stop here. Maybe. I'll have to turn it up this way. And then when I'm center drilling, do I have another set here somewhere? I have this block sitting here. I'll use that. It's just to stop to okay. And then we want to go 125 up. Zero my knee. 125. All right. Actually, if we did mess up and break into the other bore, there'll be a screw in there anyway to seal up and not let the vacuum or the pressure escape. But I'd rather have it so that I know that it's not going to. All right. Need a 256 tap. And I need to get the little thumb screw tap handle that I have. I got several of them here. Different sizes. I'll use the bigger one. Actually, no, I won't. I'll use the smaller one. Use the smaller one. I don't want to put too much pressure on that. snap a tap off. I would be bummed then. Bum me out. Alright, I need to get to Molly D. Some Molly D. The magic sauce. Works good in stainless. Right. Down. Gonna be short screws in there. Only a couple turns. You know, I could take and break through into the. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do that or not. If I break into that bore, if I put some sealant on the screws when I put them in, they'll be fine. They'll be right in the center. You know what? I think I'm gonna not worry about it and go ahead and break through. Like I say, if I put some sealant on the threads, even just some blue Loctite, that'll seal it up. Now's the time to decide, because otherwise, to go back and pick it up. I can go that far. Where's my calipers at? I'm trying to make a decision here. I'm going to go up 250. If it breaks through, then so we are at 125. There's two. I'm going to go 225. It's an extra 100 thou. I didn't feel anything that it felt like it broke through. Tap. Little load up the tap a little bit more with Molly D. Bring that down. Alright, get out. The hole on the other side will be right in the same spot. Alright, so I'll just flip it to 180. Put it against center drill. I went with a 49 drill. I think I'm going to go with a. I think I'm going to go with a little bit bigger drill yet. I'm going to go with a 48. Number 48 drill. Now I got to reset my height. So I'll come down. I'm going to have to drop the knee because that drill's longer. It's Still got to drop the knee. Alright. Bring it up till it just touches right there. And then zero my knee. Hope the camera's on. Oops. 1, 2, 25. 225 is what I'm going up. Yeah, camera's still on, so that's good. Okay, the camera shut off in the middle of drilling, so so I got both sides on this one. Get this one done. Put this one up. Clamp it. Center drill. Drill. Stick the drill all the way up in there. And put the block up there. I'll put the block up there. Molly B on the tap. Tap pedal. You gotta be careful when you hit the bottom of the hole so you don't break the tap. I'm going to give this a little shot of air. And before I do the other side, before I do flip it over and do the other side, I take a drill in my handle here. Just kind of deburr that hole so there's no raised edge. Flip it over. Do it all over again. Drill all the way up there. Grab the block, don't forget the block, put it in, stop. Little drop of Molly D. That's about all it amounts to, is one drop. drill chuck, lightly clamp, and tap the hole. Now, after this one, we're going to move 335 on the other side, over here. Okay, so now they're all drilled. They're both drilled on both sides, and this is for the side plate. So now we got to go 335 over here. So unclamp X. Center. Lock. Tap. And then drop them all in. Then tap. When we get done with this, we get done tapping those, then I'm going to have to flip it up and like that and figure out some way of clamping it straight and putting 2 holes in. Correct? Like that. No, actually they go. I'll get it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut away and go ahead and drill and tap the rest of the holes. And when we start setting up for the bottom there, I'll come back. Okay, I finished those the side holes. Now we got to do the holes in the end. So I can't load them like that. Take and put a shorter parallel in there. Lay this parallel down sideways here. And then that way we can set it in like that. That should work. And now the hole is only over 276 instead of 335. So 276. All right. And now we need to set our drill depth again. So let's put the drill all the way up in the drill chuck. In here, we're going to come down, touch lock it, and bring it up against the block, the spacer block that I've got. Bring it up against that tight, and then on this side, and no, I can't go over 200 deep. I'm going to go 175. So I need to zero my knee. And we'll go up 100 50, 60, 75. All right, let's give her a whirl here and see what we get. Center drill. I should have went over about the same distance in my model. I don't know. The two holes are going to intersect each other, I believe. That intersected the side hole. So we'll have to watch the screw lengths there. They're going to have to be short screws, which is fine. Or did I go all the way through? No, I didn't. I just intersected that hole. And this time I'm just going to move over while I've got it in there and do the other one. 275 the other way. 2. 275. Center drill. Block up there. Tap. Yeah, these are going to have to be pretty short, nubby screws. I could have offset them, I guess, and went the same distance. So that they didn't run into each other. That would have been the best thing. But, oh well. This will work, I think. Take that out of there. I'm going to have to burn the holes real quick here. It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Oops. Just about put that in wrong. Yeah, if I would have put it in wrong, I definitely would have I would have had to plug a hole. Tap. right, move over 275. Tap. And then I can put my tap away because this is the last hole that I need to tap, I believe. Oh no, it's not. But in these blocks it is. So it's the last hole. So what are we going to work on next? Probably the gland nut. Find some material for that. I think I'll make that out of aluminum, and then aluminum or steel, probably aluminum, and then the inside will have a brass bushing for the 1/8 inch rod, the displacer rod to ride on. All right, so that's it for this part of it. So now, like I say, I'm going to work on the gland nut to fit, and those are threads that I'll have to calculate the diameters and stuff that I need. So I will be back when I round up material and we are at the lathe.